Hey everyone, it's Richard Metal Fan here, bringing you guys an old school album review. And today we're going to be looking into this album's 10-year anniversary. And I know some people are probably going to give me shit for liking them, but I really don't give a fuck. But as you can see below the title, today we're going to be talking about Creatures by Motionless and White, the band's debut album released on October 12th, 2010 through Fearless Records. Now, let's give a little bit of back history for those of you who don't know who Motionless and White are. They formed in 2005 in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and these guys have been playing around locally. And then before this album actually came out, they had two EPs before that. They put out their 2007 EP called The Horror, which is spelled with an H and W, U at the beginning. And yeah, and that was a pretty good EP. And then 2009 they put out another EP called When Love Met Destruction, which I thought was a really good as well, and I think that got the attention of Fearless Records, and then they got signed in probably late 2009, early 2010, and then they put out this album. And I think this is a really great album. And Motionless and White, for me, they kind of like are different compared to all those other metalcore bands that came out in like the late 2000s, like that second wave of metalcore. I feel like they have a lot more of a darker kind of like tone and imagery. And they're like influenced with like Slipknot, Marilyn Manson, Linkin Park, Cradle of Filth, and other bands, Breaking Benjamin. It just feels really weird to compare it to them. Then pretty much the result is this. Just the vocals, like Chris's vocals are really great. I could just, especially with like later albums, I would describe him as like Marilyn Manson meets Ben Burnley from Breaking Benjamin. Like he definitely sounds like Manson a little bit in those verses, and the chorus sounds like Ben from Breaking Benjamin, but here he does a lot more of the screamy kind of stuff. It's more just like his screams are just like guttural and just his sounds sick, and then he does his sick highs, and then his really clean singing just really just puts all the icing on the cake, just balances everything. The guitar work from Ryan Sitowski and TJ Bell is great. TJ's riffs are really great, and now he's pretty cool. And he's now also in Escape the Fate. And then Ryan's like lead playing is great. The bass playing from Ricky is definitely heard well in the mix. And Balls' keyboard playing is really good. Like it's really up there. It pretty much adds a lot of depth and a lot of catchiness to the songs. And drumming wise, Angelo's drumming is pretty great. He pretty much can keep a beat. So let's dive into this album track by track. Now starting things off is Immaculate Misconception, which pretty much opens it all on a heavy high note. And lyrically, I feel like a lot of people would think Motionless White is a satanic band. In fact, this lyrically it talks about like the demanding like tolerance, and preaches about sort of like hypocrisy of people who judge in the name of their religion. And I really love it showcases like Chris's growling of like open your mind before your mouth, and his screaming along with sort of like dominated synth beats, and some great drumming and fast-paced guitar riffs dominate the verses, and the perfect clean vocals balance things out in the chorus, which is a great song. Then we move on to the next song, which is called We Only Come Out at Night, which starts off with a quote from the movie Dracula, and has some really great lyrics like "Cry little sister and save these, and those save these lost boys, thou shalt not fall, be one of us." Has a wicked synth part, and Chris's vocals really shine, especially in the chorus as well. London in Terror, which combines the mixed vocals, is just absolutely mind blowing. And the vocals begin light, but then it just starts with like heavy vocals, and it's like a combination that's overpowering sort of like synths as well. And next song on here is Abigail, which is pretty much the best song on here. One of Motionless and White's well-known songs. It begins heavy, and it starts to come together with the mixture of the vocals, and the lead vocals are really strong on here. Then the title track, Creatures, which is pretty much the same as what we've heard so far. But it's a step up. Cobwebs. Now this song has clean vocals, and it has the synths, and I feel like Motionless and White uses the synths to make their songs sort of like fit the vibe that they're going for. Next song is .com Part 2, which is a sequel to the one song off of their horror EP from 2007. It's a really good song. And next song, and I'm probably going to butcher the song title, so forgive me, which is Count Chocula, which showcases Balls' talent on the keyboards and synth. And it pretty much starts the song with just in-your-face melody day before just rocking with some guitars and brutal drumming, and Chris doesn't shy away from his growling, which further like enhances the song's nature. City Lights, which is a pretty soft song from what we've heard so far, and I really love the clean vocals from Chris right here. He puts a lot into it when he does his clean vocals. Next song in the album is called Puppets, The First Snow, which keeps things good and dark throughout. And at times, I feel like the dramatic crosses over into like the theatrical, but it's pretty much good to see that in that moment, the band pretty much takes them seriously. Undead Ahead. Now, this is a song that grabs you right away when you first hear it. It just makes you just bang your head along. It's definitely a great song that would go in the live setting. And then the album closes with Scissorhands, The Last Snow, which, if you can guess by the title, it's pretty much inspired by the movie Edward Scissorhands, the Tim Burton movie with Johnny Depp. And the lyrics definitely reference that, especially in the chorus of the song. And it's a great song. Now, overall, Creatures by Motionless White is a great debut, a great start for the band. And so far, I'm looking forward to seeing them play this album in full with their live stream on the 28th, which is going to be awesome. So if I look at this album, the score, I'm going to give Creatures by Motionless White a solid 10 out of 10. So yeah, that's my review of it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the review or the album in general, and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, keep it metal.